kind of go up. You're ready. Welcome to the League of Women Voters Candidate Forum for the contested races of the office of Kane County Recorder, Kane County Board, and Illinois House District 49. My name is Patty Lackman, and I am the Voter Service Chair for the League of Women Voters of Central Kane County. The leagues participating in the forum are the Leagues of Women Voters of the Aurora area, Elgin area, and Central Kane County. Contested races are when someone has a direct opponent on the ballot. Because this is a primary election, many of the candidates will not have a direct opponent until the general election in November. It should be noted that the League of Women Voters has an empty chair policy, which you're going to see several times this evening, which prohibits a forum with only one candidate for a position participating. Tonight's forum is being live streamed and filmed by Andrew Van Meter from our local cable access television station, BATV. It is live on BATV's YouTube station, 1017, and will be posted on the websites of the local leagues participating and in the Illinois Voter Guide. The moderator for tonight's forum is Barb Lymans. Barb?
Hi, welcome to the forum for the Democratic candidates for Kane County Recorder, sponsored by the League of Women Voters of Central Kane County, the League of Women Voters of the Aurora area, and the League of Women Voters of the Elgin area. My name is Barb Lymans, and I'm a member of the League of Women Voters of Wheaton, and your moderator for this evening. The League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan organization that neither supports nor opposes candidates for parties for any office. The League is not affiliated with any political party. The League's purpose is to promote civic responsibility through the informed and active participation of citizens in government and civil civic discourse. Providing opportunities to meet candidates is a major mission of the League of Women Voters, so voters can become better informed about the issues facing their community and to become better acquainted with the candidates running for office. The Republican candidate for Kane County Recorder does not have a Republican challenger in the March 19th primary, so the only candidates participating in tonight's forum are the Democratic candidates for Kane County Recorder. Sadly, we do not have the presence of candidate Marcela Villegas here with us this evening, so candidate Brenda Rogers will be giving a 3-minute statement to explain her position and platform for office. The forum for tonight would not have been a debate. It would have just been candidates would be answering questions and expected to accurately represent the facts and their responses of their own views. The League of Women Voters is not responsible for any statements made by candidates. It's the responsibility of the public, news media, opposing candidates, and everyone else to fact-check statements made by the candidates if necessary. The candidates had agreed to abide by all the rules set forth by the forum. The candidates would have given in alphabetical order a 1-minute opening statement and then alternating and answering questions. And we do have a timer here who will be keeping track of the candidates' answers, or in this case, the 3-minute statement given by candidate Rogers. So we do want to say thank you so much. We truly appreciate your being with us here tonight. So let us get started. Candidate Rogers, you have 3 minutes to make a statement.
Well, first of all, let me thank everyone for taking the time out to be here. Thank the League for preparing this. One thing you can't get back is time. So I value your time and I value the time of our voters. I'm Brenda Rogers. I live in Elgin. I'm a former elected official in Elgin. I was on Elgin City Council. I've lived in Elgin for over a little bit over 40 years. When I was on City Council, I did some wonderful things for the community. I made sure that AID, Adult Individual Development, received refurbished computers from the city, as well as a daycare center that was in our community. I was responsible, my colleagues and I, for keeping a big box store in our community. So I tell people we're still bringing jobs to the community because in that corridor, there are other stores that's there now. I also did a job fair with ECC and other businesses within our community. And as a realtor, I'm a realtor and I'm also a substitute school teacher. As a realtor, I started a mentor program with my former company. I was in the top 10% nationwide with my former company. So everything that I do, I excel at it and I'm very good at it. This is my third time running for this seat, so you can tell that I don't give up. Losing is not in my vocabulary. I'm very determined. When I ran the first time in 2012, I ran on the website needed to be updated. After the election, my opponent updated the website. When I ran in 2020, I ran on the fact that we didn't have the forms in Spanish, but what I should have said, instructional forms. And then after the election, she put them in Spanish. And I also ran on the lack of diversity in the office. After the election, she hired 2 people of color. So this time I'm running on updating the website and making sure it's user-friendly. Also, getting our seniors and our military veterans, making them aware of the services that's offered to them. And for our residents that are property owners, making sure they are aware of the Property Watch. It's a free service to them. And as I knock on doors, many people, I would say 99% of the people don't know about that service. And it's been around since 2016 or 2019. I am a Democrat. I have pulled the Democrat ballot when I voted, and I have worked as a Democrat. I was the first person to ever take Michelle Obama out to campaign for Barack when he ran for U.S. Senator. When Mike Nolan ran for state rep and Bob Steffen ran for state senator, I knocked on doors for them. So I have put the work in both professionally and with my volunteerism, and I hope that I can get your vote on March 19th as your next Kane County recorder going into the general election. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It is, as Patty said, the policy of the League of Women Voters is to hold forums in contested races so voters can make an informed choice. Kane County Board Districts 12 and 14 do not have contested races on the Democratic ballot. So all candidates on the Republican ballot for Kane County Board Districts 12 and 14 were invited to participate in tonight's forum. Michelle Green, Republican candidate for Kane County Board District 12, and Jonathan Gripe, Republican candidate for Kane County Board District 14, have declined to participate. So I'd like to invite Republican candidate for Kane County Board District 12, Mark Roth, to come forward to sit at the table.
It's Bill Roth.
Oh, Bill Roth. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'll use that Mark part. Yeah.
Okay. And Mark DeVost, Republican candidate for Kane County Board District 14, to come forward, and they will each be giving a 3-minute statement.
I'm one of 10 kids. My mom would rattle through all the.
Oh, before she got to you?
Why don't we do one at a time?
Yeah, we will.
You don't trust us to sit by each other?
You can sit.
Yeah, but I'll introduce each one.
The live.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
You want to go first? You want me to?
12 comes before 14, I'll defer.
Yeah.
So-
No, that's fine.
Republican candidate
Okay.
for Kane County Board District, Candidate Roth, will you give 3-minute statement?
Okay, and I'm doing it so I know when my time's up.
Okay.
I'm Bill Roth, and I'm running for re-election for District 12, which is the east side of St. Charles. When I ran in 22, I ran on communication. One of the things I would say when I went door to door was the only time I heard from the county was when I got my tax bill. And the other comment I would make to people, 99% of the people I talked to did not know who the rep is. When I got elected, I said, if that's still true this time, I'm in trouble. Well, it's not. I've done a lot of different things since I've gotten elected. The first thing I did, I retired the day after the election so I can devote time to it. I've been meeting with every board member. There's 24 board members on the board, one-on-one, to get to know them and to work with them, whether they're a Dem or a Republican, so I know who to trust, who I can work with. The next thing I did is I started meeting with all the directors across the county. I was in IT my whole career, and I would always meet with the business because you got to know the business to help the business. And I look at the county the same way. A lot of the issues are filtered, and we don't hear it at the board. By meeting with the directors, I'm learning what they are. I'm the only board member currently doing that. I had some directors, and some of the directors said I was the first board member that ever showed up in person. The next thing I'm doing is I'm only on 4 committees, but I go to all 20 committee meetings a month. It's the best way to learn. I'm lucky I'm only 15 minutes away from the boardroom, but I've gotten up the learning curve. I was the IT expert the first month because of my experience. Half the board members are not comfortable with technology at all. I'm there to speak for that. The other thing is a lot of the board members aren't comfortable with financial. I was a finance major and I did financial systems my whole career. I did one of the first budgeting systems at Sears, and it's critical we understand our budget if we're going to control what's happening. Some of the issues, what I'm finding, like on the real issue, is the county is used to getting money. We got hundreds of millions from COVID. We got hundreds of millions from the ARPA, which is American Rescue. Well, that's drying up. We need to run more efficiently. I've been told, we got all the efficiencies out. What I'm finding, that those are still the issues. Change is hard, especially in large organizations. I worked for Sears and I was told forever, we've always done it that way. Well, we can't. So I've identified some technology things that we need to do, and I'm working with all the different departments. I enjoy what I'm doing. People ask, do you enjoy it? And I say, yes. I was different. Most people volunteer after they retire. I've been volunteering for over 20 years. That's how I was raised. And by running for the board, to me, it's just going to a higher level of service, and I'm able to help more people. I try to return every voter that calls. That's who I represent, and also the employees at the county, because we got to work together if we're going to succeed in Kane County. This county does some things really great, and on others you can tell we're still a rural county. So I'm working within to try to change it, and I'm enjoying it. And I ask for people to please vote for me in the March 19th primary for Republican. Thank you.
Thank you, Candidate Roth. Candidate DeVos.
18 seconds over, sorry.
Candidate DeVos is a Republican candidate for Kane County Board District 14. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming out here, and thank you for this opportunity from the League of Women Voters again. Everybody that's going to watch online and take some time, we appreciate that. It's vital that we get your attention, even though it's a primary. And that's been a struggle. I've been doing this for a few years now. I'm still drawn to it because I never wanted to go to Springfield or to Washington. I like this because it's here. It's our community. I'm a board member. I've been a board member, but I'm also a husband, a father, a proud grandfather. For those of you that have grandkids, you'll know that that joy. If you're not yet, you have something to look forward to. I'm a small business owner. So I bring those things with me to the board, to have a perspective of, watching every penny, making sensible choices. And it's important to me. I like this because it's where we live. I also enjoy volunteering. I coach for one of the local high schools, and my grandkids go there too, so go Knights. But the struggle is always the same year after year. The common denominator has always been our property tax bill. And I'm vigilant about watching that. Bill and the other Republicans on the board and I were in lockstep on saying no in this most recent budget. There was an effort to increase the property tax levy, the motor fuel tax, and to reallocate RTA sales tax dollars that we use for transportation and public safety. We said no. But as Bill mentioned, we do work with the other people on the board. We do reach across the aisle. I'll talk to anyone there. It's important to get the job done. And we succeeded in saying no to those 3 items to the benefit of that community, of my neighbors. That's why I'm there, and that's why I do it. And I'm hoping that I can continue to get your support as we go through early voting and leading up to March 19th. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Thank you. The next forum on our agenda was for the Illinois House District 49. The Democratic candidate for Illinois House 49 does not have a challenger, so we had hoped to hold a forum for the Republican candidates for Illinois House 49. But regrettably, candidate Billingsley has let us know that earlier today that she is ill. So I'd like to invite candidate Garcia to come forward. So candidate Garcia, you have 3 minutes to state your policies and positions.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you, League of Women Voters, for hosting this amazing event. And thank you for all of the residents of our community for taking the time and showing up and hearing about your candidates. My name is Aris Garcia. I'm a first-generation immigrant. I came here a little over a decade ago with my mother, who is a single mother. She worked 3 jobs just to keep a roof over our head. I was able to go to university thanks to her hard work. And then afterwards, So I started my first business at 18 to pay for university. It was a small photo booth business that I was able to put $100 into, and I put $1,000 on my credit card. After that, I was able to study aerospace engineering at Central Florida Aerospace Academy. And at 19, I was able to become a commissioner as the youngest in Cook County. I was appointed commissioner in Streamwood. I'm also in the Park District Foundation for Des Plaines Friends of the Parks. I've been there for a little bit, about a half a decade. Since then, we've been able to raise close to $100,000 for children under the poverty level in Des Plaines. Very much from my history, having my mother working 3 jobs just to keep a roof over her head, I understood that. Now, the reason I'm running is because I am sick and tired of politicians using their power to help themselves and not the people. I'm not a politician. I recently became an American. I'm here on an America First agenda. And that means a stronger economy. We all see it. Manufacturing jobs are leaving Illinois. We used to be a hub for manufacturing. None of that is true. You all have gotten your annual bonuses. If you got any, you probably noticed they were a little smaller or none at all. Your friends have been laid off from jobs. Your co-workers get a smaller retirement benefit. We're all seeing it all around, and nothing is being done in Springfield. So I'm working on that, as well as our safer communities. Now, here in Illinois, we have some of the strictest gun laws in any other state. We have the Safety Act that was just passed, and crime is up. Gun violence is up. The laws don't help, because we need to hold criminals accountable, and we need to make sure that we have safe communities. And then lastly, we need better schools. I love that we are spending so much money on our education. We're one of the highest paying states on education. The problem is, in my district, 3 out of 4 students cannot read or write or do mathematics proficiently. So there's something wrong. I would like that money to be spent on the teachers, not on union bosses up high that don't teach a day in their life, but on the people on the ground, the good teachers that change hearts and minds of our residents, of the people in our communities. I hope that I will have your support. You can look me up at votearisgarcia.com or on any social media at Garcia for Illinois 49. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of the community and the Leagues of Women Voters of Central King County, Aurora area, and Elgin area, we'd like to thank the candidates for being with us this evening. Our democracy thrives when all of us are engaged. Attending or watching a candidate forum or statement is an excellent way to be empowered to join discussions on local issues and make your voice heard on Election Day. We hope that each and every one of you will vote and inspire your family and friends and neighbors to do the same. Early voting began on February 8th at election authorities and on March 4th at permanent polling places as designated in Kane County. To vote by mail, please request a ballot from your Kane County Election Division website. Additional information on how and when to vote can be found at illinoisvoterguide.org and the Central King County League of Women Voters website and social media. Recording of this forum can be found on the League of Women Voters of Central King County website and Batavia Access Television. Patty?
Thank you all for attending the forum, even though it wasn't a forum. And thank you to the candidates that did show up. I think we owe them a round of applause. The next forum is scheduled to be held here Thursday, February 22nd at 7 p.m. Those who have been invited are the candidates for the offices of Illinois State Representative District 83, remember, contested, and the and the 11th Congressional District. Thanks to my friend Andrew Van Meter over there from BATV for broadcasting of this forum. Thank you to Mayor Schelke, who is sitting in the audience, and the City of Batavia for once again affording us this opportunity to use this wonderful venue to host our candidates' forums. Thank you very much. It's a wrap. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry that we didn't